I don't want to play that map, baby. Every time I get on stream, haywire, bro. Mic check, mic check. Yo, mic check. All right, let's get it going, baby. I got anybody over here with me, bro? Cause if so, it's about to go down. Work our way up. You know? Let's roll. Ag, ag. I'm gonna have my shit at least. I didn't know there was a what you call it back here. Ah, back here. Oh shit, they got a bando. Shit, a whole bando. I can all lose that. I'll lose. Right? Get these materials so I can get me a better gun. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's roll. Back of the back. I ain't even hear nothing right there, bro. All right. Ah. I ain't never been back here. Get 400 of this. I'm in the back of the woods, shorty. Oh. I ain't gonna lie to you, I could use one. I could use one of them straight up. Straight up. That's a big tree. I'm sorry, I got it nice. First match, I had to start at the back, baby. Start at the back. I just spent too much time over here, though. It's time to bounce. Alright, let's roll. Take these. I need some better guns, though. I need some better guns. Actually, no, I can't do that. Nah. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, look at that shit. That shit. Okay. Sorry, Tom. I mean, it is right there by me, bro. The Fortnite gods have blessed me. So I can get something good, bro. I thought more people would have came over here. Nobody ain't here. By itself, just it's just waiting, and I had to get it. Hell yeah. Ain't nothing good right now. Take my way down. If I would have came over here, I would have had some good shit, but I didn't have no good shit. All right, let's go. We could go bun for bun. Riff. Riff. Ugh. That's all these. Come and knock on my door. I'll be waiting for you. Damn. Trying to get his ass. We finna ride on, bro. Hell yeah. Hell. I got shit I can use. Did I come over here, bro? I did. Shut up. Hurry up and go. Bullets. Ain't had no bullets, bro. How to slap. Damn. Damn. I ain't had no bullets. All right. Got a rank 3 low now. to the one more game of the season. I was doing my 1-2 out the way. Let's go. We finna get into some action now. My shit glitching out. My bad. My bad. Actually, no. They be having some good shit over there. Sometimes they be having some good shit over there. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. All right there. All right. I don't build. Don't build. Damn, bro, it's already coming. I didn't even get a chance to search over here, bro. Damn. Saved by the bell. Trying to find me. Hey. Nah, boy. Got the game fucked up, shot. He got the game fucked up, shot. I gotta hurry up and catch this. Gina. That is wrong. I can kill him. Ah! Oh god, I was like, no. I'm not trying to do that, but we'll work with it. Oh, yeah, busted dumbass. I needed that. 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 Oh my god. I'm about to say. Come on now. Fuck. Boy. Yeah, nah. So mine right. And when I'm rolling through them red lights, I keep my head tight. Keep my damn, bro. Yeah. Damn, that hurt it, bro. Fuck, that hurt it. Got 4 people left. Ah. Well, I checked that. you're two other people? Have you? Damn. I fucked up. Uh, Should have built it high. Built it high. They went crazy. Uh, if I do all that, this can rank me up, bro. It was cool. That was cool. That was cool. Hey, bro. What's good? Cheers. Got 40 minutes on this. Active. Well, that's my map right here. That is. I gotta give me a game of Madden in after this though before I get off. Okay. Where they going? Right by my favorite spot. Good. Once you get 500, I'ma jump. Do it. I like to do it. I like to do it. Thought I picked up that gun. There we go. Ah! I ain't had shit. They gonna put me back over there though? They got me at. Ah, motherfucker. I'll just search this shit up here. No. I don't even know why you came over here fucking with me, bro. That was a waste of your time. Straight up. Damn! No shot kill? Damn, bro. Gives me a body. Go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Ever, bro. Come on. That was tough. That was tough. That was tough too. Give me that shit on, boy. Ooh, that's tough. Woo! I'm hot. I'm on fire. Not playing with you, bro. I gotta learn to leave me alone, bro. Y'all gonna learn to leave me the fuck alone. Hey, he got me. Let me go get him back in right quick before I get off this bitch. Yeah.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I've not been playing. I said I was gonna be playing it. I ain't playing. A bitch ass thing.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another run for Henry. Once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a 3rd down and 6 to go. Man in motion here. Jackson now on 3rd. Complete beyond marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, here's Lamar. They left him wide open. It's complete. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. There's Cavante Turpin on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another carry for him. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Dak off the play fake. In by Jake Ferguson. Now here he goes, down the right side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. The kicker gets it. Oh, it looks like he's going to throw it.
Turn your
It's going to be an incomplete
around.
pass on the throw to the right.
Hey.
Kate, I don't get this call, and I don't think you can convince me. The fake extra point's never worth the risk from so far back, let alone in a one-point game. This game should be tied right now.
Bring it out from the middle of the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their times. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. This is Henry on 2nd. He's contained at the line for no gain. It was Osa Digizua in on the tackle. Turning to Henry on 3rd. He fought the good fight there just to make it back to the line. Offense up to the line fast. 4th down, it's Jackson. He's got it. Did he get the feet in on 4th down? Did he get it? No, they're saying he didn't get both feet in. Incomplete on 4th down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Facts.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. We've got a close one here. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. First down, here's Dak. Catch is made in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Working quickly here. Dak to the air here. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Cowboys take a second quarter lead. The Cowboys yet again sending the offense out for a 2-point try. He's throwing for it. And they defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They bring a tight end in motion right. Completed to Flowers. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Jackson's going to throw again. Stiff arm success. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Again, it's Jackson. Flush down out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they are frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll come up 1st and 10. Flying down the middle of Henry. He's brought down, but there's 3 on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up off sides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the ahead of him on first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But Kate, the good news, 2 more downs to try to find the first.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Running once more with Henry. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Henry has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he runs into some big bodies, and he's stopped right at the line. Jackson has it 3rd and goal. Bails out of the pocket quick. Away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys get a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like the DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Well, Brock Martin, the touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And this one will not make it to the landing zone, so the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Prescott will look to throw. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Some daylight through the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. It's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Flushed out of the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, his throwaway. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Dose of the hurry up. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Offense up to the line fast. Back to throw. Here's Dak. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead right away in half number 2. Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Got it inside the 10. And he's in. So how about this? A throwback you almost never see anymore. The fake extra point works and extends their lead by 2. Operate now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. This is ahead for about 5. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. First down play, that's at 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. So we're through 3 here. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach.
Let's go, baby.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. It's Henry on the carry. And he'll get it up to the 44. Working quickly here. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Going with King Henry here. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Offense in the hurry up here. On 2nd down, here's Henry again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
He's on the move. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying to run with Henry. Touches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens down by only 2 in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Well, they took their shot at the tie, but they'll need to manufacture another score in the time remaining now as that 2-point try is unsuccessful.
It becomes a little bit tougher to punch it in for 2 when that defense knows what's on the line, too. That's a spot where their hand was forced after the touchdown. They had to do their best to surprise them with the call. Easier said, Cake, than done.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play action, Prescott. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Nearly an interception on that play. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. They'll run here on first down. Reverse. That call came at the perfect time. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys lead by only 2. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now a give on the counter. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. They've got first down from the 31. Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Hey, GG's my boy. Oh, he quit. You don't gotta quit, bro. Bro didn't have to quit. I didn't have to quit.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s, the Niners, the Cowboys. They're underway. The 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run here with Rico Dowdle. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. They run again with Dowdle. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Prescott down. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Prescott off play action. That is caught by Lamb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
A partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the defender. The shot in the cuts off that arm.
He was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before getting.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I missed that bitch.
And that'll be the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Yeah, that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. On field and knocked it away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. It's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. All that blown up by DeMarvion Overshown.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They go play action here. Purdy steps away. And pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third. Purdy bootlegging it. They'll roll him out right. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Play action now. Prescott. Throws caught by Schoonmaker. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They run here with Dowdle. And able to get this to the 31. 2nd down and 6 now. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. A running play. It's Dowdle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Brandon Cooks, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Gain of 25 yards.
Promising sign there from the offense. That hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
You make this shit, you the GOAT, bro. Ain't even lie to you. About to say, hell nah.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this 1st half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sport. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Can I get an intro?
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Cross the truck into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 32 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. So he missed his long field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Oh, no.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 71 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for two here. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
I mean, he's out of bounds, but.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He has had the game he expected, but that run there.
I would say maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Purdy. He'll buy some time right. Dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
That is
I didn't hold
incomplete.
it down. I
That's
fucked
tremendous
up. I
field
fucked up.
position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a give up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Maybe.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. To throw is Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Well, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Prescott. That is intercepted. Ezekiel picks it. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Rolling to his right. Falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them. Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 4th down, 10 yards to go. Here's Purdy.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to sabotage their
Appreciate you.
plans. It is intercepted. Dropped by Trayvon Diggs.
Appreciate
the
you.
4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Prescott.
Oh.
That is caught. Schoonmaker. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Prescott to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
It's touchdown.
Dowdle.
Scored. Touchdown!
Cowboys. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his pass is caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Unfuckwittable, baby. I'm unfuckwittable on this defense.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Him when it comes to this defense, bro.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Purdy to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
Oh, catch it, Hooker.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete.
Oh, I thought me one more intro.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession.
Throw it to me, bro.
To throw is Purdy. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, thank you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other. Every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, And how about him culminating with a pick six?
That boy say,
And
I
a
can't do
decent
nothing,
return
bro.
out
He
to the
won't let me
27-yard
score.
line.
He won't let me score.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Can I get another pick
This
six?
is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
Just go out.
now is not
Go
going
out
to
with your
erase
head
what's
down
happened
high.
during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was.
And that was going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take
I like
over
the way
here
you get
at
your
their
ass
own
whipped, boy.
22-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less
I don't gotta give me
experience or
something to eat.
less
Whooping ass is
talent.
getting tired.
But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me
Chat,
this
it's
coming